any time of the year is a good time of the year when we're considering detoxing. And, usually at those times we think of our own health, our own bodies, maybe even our homes. But what about our pets? They are exposed to the same exact things that we are, and what's hurting us is going to hurt them, right? So I'm going to give you some ideas of how we can detox our pets. Depending on the symptoms and severity, things are going to work differently for all pets, just like us humans. But hopefully you get a little inspiration and it gives you something to think about when we're detoxing, and again, our pets can be included in that time of the year. So they go outside, we take walks with them. They can accidentally ingest something. There's outdoor toxins, there's weed killers, there's chemicals on the grass, there's motor oil in the street. A lot of different things, even indoor toxins, like things that we might not think about, the air fresheners, the laundry chemicals, cleaning products. What are you giving them to drink? Is it just out of the faucet? So something to think about. Our own bodies produce toxins, but of course, just like us, the pets can respond in similar ways. It can be underlying allergies that you just can't quite address and can't just nail down. It could be joint problems. It could be energy and fatigue. They feel some of the same symptoms that us humans do. So we can certainly look for items that can help with those symptoms. And they're going to be very familiar. A lot of the same things that we would use, they can use too. Okay. But of course, always look at products that are designed and labeled for animals, because they will give you the proper dosing. Okay. According to the size and the dog or cat. So anyway, just saying. So what's one of the things that we can do, just like us humans, for our pets? So reevaluating the diet, the food choices. Are they getting hydrated? Sometimes people like to buy nice water fountains that don't make their dogs crouch down so much to eat, because that is neck strain on them. And sometimes just that alone will deter them from always wanting to go and hydrate. It's not a comfortable experience, especially as they get more mature. So making sure that they're getting hydrated. Bone broth is fantastic for that. It's a great way to get some hydration into your pets, and it's flavorful, so it's more pleasant for them. Another thing, they do need to support the liver and kidneys just like adults do. Everything is being filtered. That's how they have similar detoxing processes just like us. Our bodies are equipped to detox. When they get overloaded, it makes it harder for them to do so. So animals still need a liver and a kidney supplement, just like us humans. So Now Foods has a fantastic option. Now this is called urinary support, but it's really good for supporting the liver and kidneys, and it will help support those detoxing processes so that the dogs and cats don't get overloaded, just like us humans. We do have bark and whiskers, and it says it right on the label, detox support. So can't be any more clear than that. Some animals are going to have a preference with how you're delivering it. So some applications may be easier for you than others. So that's why there are choices. Now, I know some of you are familiar with curcumin, and curcumin is fantastic, good for the cells, the immune system, joints, and even detoxing. And do you know why? Because curcumin can actually detox heavy metals. Now I'm talking cadmium, mercury, nickel, copper, iron. We can even get overloaded with some of those minerals that we supplement with. So curcumin can actually detox that. And we have one specifically for dogs and cats. Super easy to mix in the food. And hey, they might like the taste. You never know. So for digestion support, we do have the ion gut support for pets. Really good for supporting the digestive tract of the animal, just like it does for us humans. Helps with immune and helps with detoxing. And like I said, they're going to absorb their nutrients better with that. Now we have other options. Olopets. Now this is very nice and actually similar to this. They're both liquids and actually no taste. So easy to give the pets. It shouldn't be too repulsive for them, but they pretty much taste like water. So it's easy to put in their water, easy to just kind of spoon or spray in their mouth, and they get the support that they need for their digestion. So another thing that we might not think about is, again, what are they being exposed to when they go outside? And sometimes they're not eating the most pleasant things outside. So just something to think about. Olopets does have an option for worms. So again, pretty straightforward. easy directions, easy to give the animal, and it will definitely support a host of symptoms. Like some of them say right on here, roundworm, tapeworm, whipworm, and even hookworm. So any worm almost, this will support. Okay. Now, other things to think about is their coat. Okay, because they're rolling around in the grass, you're having a good time with them, but not everyone maintains their yards like you do. Like some are using those weed killers and those pesticides or chemicals or whatnot. So what can you do? Now, this wouldn't be something that I would suggest for like a weekly or even every other day option, but maybe like a quarterly. Like every few months, just give them a nice apple cider vinegar wash. Now, not straight apple cider. You definitely want to find a pet-friendly recipe to utilize the apple cider vinegar with. We at Fruitful Yield love our Bragg's. Okay, we have a lot of different options, or a few different options, but Bragg's is pretty familiar. People know it. It's easy to use. Anyway, find a recipe and just give your dog a little nice apple cider vinegar wash every quarter. And this will just be good at kind of getting off some of those toxins that you don't want to be brought into the house. You know, think about it. They lay on the floor. Our kids are playing on the floor. They're laying on the couch. We're sitting on the couch. So like I said, we don't want them bringing in more than we have to. Okay. Another thing to think about is those pesky little critters. Cedarside. Now, this is a fantastic bug repellent. It's really good for people who especially like to take their dogs on long walks. Maybe you like to take them to the wooded forest preserves. You know, they're being exposed to some extra little critters that we might not have around the house. It's really nice because they've developed a nice dog brush that you can actually fill and brush your dog before you go out. And why not, even after? It's very pet friendly. It's safe for the environment, and it'll tackle a lot of different things. Ticks, fleas, mosquitoes, mites, roaches, wasps, scorpions, if you have those out there. But anyway, it's a really good consideration, and it's a clean option for those who want to be a little more conscious of all the things that they're using in their home and on themselves and on their pets. So whenever you need to consider some detoxing support for your furry friends, come to Fruitful Yield. We have many, many fantastic options.